I've, you know, taking that, experiencing that, and then it's hard coming back. People don't realize how hard it is to come back from just what you experienced to this reality.
Yeah, can you try to explain that?
Yeah. All those little things that like make you mad, whether that be road rage or just like things aren't coming in on time. Like it doesn't bother you like nearly as much. There's a certain level of peace to it, but it's like you you have to like know that it's there to maintain that peace. Otherwise, you'll lose it. Yeah, I road rage now. I'll get a little irritated when things don't go on time, but that's just kind of the way it goes.
And why do those little things not bother you after ibogaine? What is it about the ibogaine or this other dimension that you go to that then puts road rage or maybe being on time, not being on time into perspective?
Yeah, it kind of just highlights that it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal unless you make it one, and it's just not worth the energy. That angry, like I spent so much of my time so angry at the world that it was when it was being reintroduced into my life again. At that point, it was just like, why even give it time? Why even give it like that space? I don't want that. So I just went through the hardest thing I ever went through. This is okay. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. So what was it that you experienced on the ibogaine in terms of the bigger picture of reality that you were able to bring back, and how did that affect your concept of yourself?
What I experience is everything's connected. Like all of us. Everything is like everything just like falls into place exactly when it's supposed to be. Why get upset at that? Like, or for me, like connecting my childhood a lot to my military experience and how that was set up was like I've learned to let go of all that anger, or most of it, right? I'm still working on parts of it, but the ibogaine allowed me to revisit that from a different perspective and be like, it happened. It's not going to dictate the rest of your life. That anger is it's going to be there. You can't neglect that. It's just, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to channel that? So I channeled it in the most unhealthiest ways before, and I'm not going to lie, sometimes it slips, but it's a lot more contained now. A lot more.
Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering how your identity as a soldier got opened so that I have a sense that your identity expanded beyond that. After ibogaine, you were still a soldier. You weren't leaving behind who you were fully.
Yeah.
You still retain parts of that identity, but I almost see it as an expansion of your sense of self.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't know how to put that into words. How would you?
Yeah. Let me say this. I dealt with a lot of imposter-like syndromes as a warrior going into ibogaine. That solidified me as a warrior.
So can we pause on that, because here you are, special forces, Army Ranger. You can't fake that.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you have imposter syndrome?
Yeah. Just because you're in special operations or serving as an Army Ranger doesn't make you a warrior. Maybe the title, like where the status of it kind of indicates that, but you know, I think as warriors, like, that journey is it's so easy to lose yourself and lose your sight on like why you start. It's so hard to explain, sorry. It's so easy to go fight. It's so easy to go fight for something else or all that. But I think the real warriorship is fighting the internal dialogue. I always tell people now, I'm a better ranger now than when I was in. 100%. Like, it was, I'm not saying I was the worst guy, average at best, but now, like, I can definitely hold my own with the tasks. If you told me to do them now, there's so much clear state of mind going into those tasks that, like, I wouldn't think too much about it, right? In my head, like, in my early, 20s, when I was still a ranger, and like late teens, I was in my head about everything. I was so fearful. Every day I walked into work, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. But now it's just like I have that confidence within myself, and like, I can do this. I can, whatever needs to be done, I'll do it. And it's like, go fight Joe Schmo. There's no doubt now, because I can do that.
Well, that dispels one of the myths that sometimes people have in their mind about psychedelics, that one might go through a psychedelic experience and come out, less clear, less coherent, disorganized even. But what the majority of people say is they come out of psychedelic experiences, as difficult as they may be, with more clarity, more insight, better perception. And I think it does have something to do with the clearing out of either childhood, material, trauma that's been built up through life, because those are the things that actually cloud us. And the psychedelic just clears it off your plate, and then you're left in a different state of mind without so much noise.
Yes.
Is that correct?
100%. And we do, like, we cause a lot of that noise, that level of accountability that we have to take. And to include, like, vices. Like, you're never really going to find me out drinking a lot. You're never going to find me out, doing whatever. That's what people don't understand. It's like, you have this breath of fresh air after, especially with something like ibogaine. What are you going to do with that? Are you going to go back to partying? Are you going to go back to feeling sorry for yourself? Are you going back to... No. You have it. It's like, now you can reprogram yourself in the sense of accountability. It's like, okay, like, I didn't like doing that. Let's do something where I do like, and like make that part of my life, Like...
No, I love that, because it really highlights that any drug or medicine experience is just the beginning. And what you're talking about is the pure accountability around what are you going to do with that intense medicine experience, what you see, what you understand, the insight gained. And someone can go through those experiences and do nothing with it, or they can completely change their lives and revolutionize their thoughts and perceptions about the world around them.
100%.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
I hope people take that once the journey's taken place, and like once they've done the medicine, the step after, take that just as serious as the step prior.
Yeah, and it makes me wonder if this is why ibogaine works so well with the military personality, because it seems like you guys do have so much self-accountability, and you just take on that responsibility sometimes, almost to a fault. But with a medicine experience, it does kind of make sense as to why military people do quite well with it, because they do seem to take it on and take that accountability and responsibility. What do you think about ibogaine and the military personality, and how do those things go together?
Yeah, it fits. I'm not going to say perfectly, but it fits amazingly with how we show up to everything in life. Especially, I'm just speaking from, from my experience, like how we show up every day to put in 100%, all in, all the time. It's the same. We bring that same mentality to ibogaine, because that's something that whatever you put in is what you get out. So it fits amazingly for people like us.
So that's so interesting. So how long was the actual ibogaine experience itself?
Yeah, so it varies for a lot of people. For me, took it at 8 p.m. and I didn't get up till 2 p.m. the next day. So I was in the zone for, I can't even do the math, like what is that, 16 hours? Just going through it. But you lose your concept of time, but yeah, it's that time doesn't really matter at the end of it. You're just in it. So.
Yeah. Sounds like people talk about this sense of surrender while you're in the experience. What does surrender mean?
Yeah. You do. You do have to, and it's so hard because, part of our creed, especially as a Rangers, surrender is not a Ranger word. But that night it was. You have to give in. Because if you hold back, you're going to have a rough time. It's going to, you think you're a fighter, that's going to fight back hard. And I don't say that lightly. I had someone that just had a really tough experience going through it. But thank God what they did after made peace with that experience. It's because they fought the medicine, though. It's because they didn't let the medicine do what it's supposed to do. So there's that aspect of it. For me, it's so intense. It's like you have to let go. You have to, because if you don't, it'll just get tough. It gets really tough.
Well, it sounds like that was a whole nother level of courage that you had to be able to surrender, let go, let the medicine show you whatever it wanted.
Yeah. I think that's what highlights it. That word, courage, of ibogaine. Because in the military, we do this thing called close quarter battle. And it's probably one of the most dangerous things you can do in the real world, all that. What's scary about it, the most, is stepping into the unknown. And that's what ibogaine is. You're stepping into the unknown. A lot of steps. But the way that's how you show up to yourself. You have to step in that unknown. Because you're so familiar with what's going on over here. It's not working. So now we have to do something else. And it forces you to step in that.
Very interesting and very well said.
Thank you. Yeah.
So what is it like for you to share your story with so much courage and vulnerability, but also strength? What is that like for you to tell others about it and let them really into your world?
It's very uncomfortable for me. Because I'm, being very vulnerable. But I was that guy that just needed to hear someone else say it to go and do it. And I'm hoping if I just share maybe a little bit of my story, that maybe someone else, military or not, can take that step to the unknown.
Yeah, it sounds like your motivation is to really help other people.
100%. It's everything.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about what you're doing with yourself now after all these many lifetimes of experience you've had in 28 years.
Yeah. So my ibogaine experience was about 2.5 years ago. Crazy. But now currently I'm in school for psychedelic assisted therapy because of ibogaine, just that profound experience. And the goal is just to mainly help vets, and not only vets but everyone. I just can relate to vets more, but everyone. And I just seen it, felt it. I know my testimony, like that's real to me, and I want other people to experience. People that want it, right? Like, I want other people to experience that and help facilitate that and be there when they do, and just welcome them with open arms. So.
Well, thank you so much, John. You have a way of articulating your story and your experience in a way that I think is very relatable, actually, not only to just military, but to anybody who's looking to have that courage to go deep within and discover what's there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.